Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kayla, and if you have not seen my face before, welcome to my channel. So I actually haven't been on here in a really long time, and that is partially because I was in the hospital for over a week and I was recovering from that, and also I was moving out of my apartment, but that is all a story for another time, which I will be posting on this channel in the future. However, today I'm going to be talking about how to let go of attachment from material items such as people, places, things. Now, everything in life is material, including your body. The only thing that is eternal is your soul, which is why I decided to let my soul lead me through life rather than material possessions. So last year I went through a lot, and I actually ended up going through a divorce. Through that process, I was thinking what my next steps in life were. I honestly wanted to just sell everything and travel, but I had a car lease until September. So I was kind of stuck with the car until at least September. In my head, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna sell everything and like Airbnb hop throughout the state of Florida. I ended up meeting my partner and we decided to go on a cross-country road trip. At first, it was supposed to be to Sedona, but now it is to Yosemite, and I am super excited. We're actually in Texas right now. Okay, sorry if the quality changed. My camera battery died and I had to jump to my phone. I decided to pretty much sell everything and go on a cross-country road trip. I've done this before where I've traveled and then got an apartment and then traveled and gotten an apartment. But the difference between then and now is that I used to put all my stuff in a storage unit and then come back to it after a while. Now all of my stuff fits in my car, which is still a lot, but I let go of the majority of my things. And before, I used to have like 20 boxes of clothes that were from very different eras of my life, and I feel like the representation of me not being able to let go of the clothes was maybe some unhealed parts of myself that I wasn't able to let go of from other parts of my life. And once I was finally able to do that, I felt a lot more light and free. So I just got out of Plato's Closet and I had a shit ton of bikinis that I've had companies send me, that I've bought a lot of. Like, I had probably over 100 bikinis in there because I used to do OnlyFans and I no longer do OnlyFans, and I just needed to get rid of them. So I went to Plato's Closet. They couldn't take the majority of them because they didn't have tags on them. They were pretty much like brand new. So I literally just gave them to everyone in there. They were so freaking happy and my heart just feels so full. That's like probably over $1,000 worth of bikinis right there from like high-end brands as well. But I just let it go. I just let it go. I'm like, you know what? They served me, I made money with them, and now someone else gets to have them, and they're pretty much brand new too. I pretty much wore most of them like maybe once or not even at all. So it feels really good to just like let it go and have someone else take them and be appreciative of them. They were so freaking excited. When you're able to let go of whatever it may be, which it may be material possessions, or it may be, you know, an old relationship, or it may be a place that you lived or a job, sometimes it can be really difficult to detach from that. And the reason why it's so difficult to detach is because of the meaning that you put behind it. That's the reason why most people aren't able to detach, is because of the story behind it and the story they keep telling themselves behind whatever it is they're trying to detach from. Whereas if you're able to recognize that thing or person served a purpose in your life and it's no longer in alignment with you and it's no longer able to serve you, you're then able to let go of it a lot easier. And sometimes in life, in order to move forward, you need to shed the past and actually let go and embrace the unknown for what's ahead. This is something that I've never really done. I've never really gotten rid of all of my things before and just traveled, and it honestly was a transition, especially like I just got out of the hospital. I just, had to pack up my apartment and sell everything and put everything in my car. There's so many material things that I've attached to because of the story I put behind it. And one of those stories was that I manifested my dream apartment. And this is something that I used through scripting. And it's interesting how, yes, I manifested it, but I went through so much there, and so many transformational moments happened in my life there. Like, I found out about my brother passing there. I got a divorce there. There's just so much to it. And it's interesting because when I look back at a previous apartment that I had in Orlando, it was my first apartment in Orlando. I loved that apartment. I actually didn't even want to move out of it. But I knew that in order for me to travel and spend 3 months in a different country, I needed to let go of it. And I needed to to at least put my stuff in a storage unit in order to go and travel. And so if I weren't able to do that, I'd be stuck in the same exact place, in the same exact apartment, and I wouldn't be able to grow. I wouldn't be able to move forward. I wouldn't be able to experience new things. And I guess you could say I could have done that, but kept the apartment, which would make zero sense to leave an apartment that I'm paying for and nobody's living in, and then go spend 3 months in a different country. It just doesn't make sense. And what actually ended up happening is, instead of only traveling and being in that country for 3 months, I went to other countries as well, and I traveled for actually a year, and I wasn't even planning on traveling for a year. And that is what happens when you actually let go and embrace the unknown, because you leave so much more room for growth, and you leave so much room for new experiences that you may not have even planned on before. When I manifested my dream apartment, for me it really represented stability, some level of success and accomplishment, because I was able to attain that, and it was actually representative of a life that I thought that I wanted. And although I absolutely loved it, it served its purpose, and I then had to come to the conclusion that it wasn't for me anymore, and it was time to let go of it. Whereas in the past, I may have held on to it, and I may have extended the lease, and I may have wanted to stay longer, but I knew that if I didn't, I wouldn't be growing, and I wouldn't be able to experience the things that I'm experiencing now. Wow, tonight is my last night in my apartment, which is crazy to think about, because this is one of my favorite things I ever manifested, but I need to be completely real with you guys. Shit went down in this apartment. I manifested this apartment by scripting and by meditating and feeling as if I already had it. I never took into account what could possibly happen being here, and it was a huge timeline shift and a quantum jump or leap or whatever you want to call it, and my entire life changed. And I lived here with my ex-husband, which was my husband at the time, and we thought we were going to renew the lease. There was also a point in time where we were thinking about getting a 3-bedroom apartment in this same exact building, and having his brother and his brother's kid and his brother's wife move in with us temporarily and like get them set up in America. And like, so much went down in this apartment. Like, I remember standing right there in the living room when I found out my brother died and bawling my eyes out, and I've been through it here. Like, and that just like goes to show that you could have literally everything you want in life, like everything you want. Like, I have my dream car, I had my dream apartment. It's not necessarily my dream town or city. I would have preferred to live not in the city, but me and my ex compromised on that. But I do love the view, and you know, it has its perks. Like, you can have everything and still have shit go on that is so out of your control. Like, my brother dying was out of my control. The divorce was in my control. I'm the one who wanted it. I'm the one who said I wanted a divorce, and that was in my control. And at the same time, I feel like it wasn't, because God led me there. And I feel like there's some things in life that are predetermined to happen, and that was one of them for me. I needed that relationship to catapult me into where I am now. I'm so grateful for where I am now, and I'm so grateful for my ex, even though I was hurt so badly. Like, nobody knows the whole story. Like, that's the thing, and it's gonna stay that way, but I'm grateful for it. I'm grateful for every single part of it. I'm grateful for every single part of the hurt. I'm grateful for every single lesson that I went through, because I know that where I am now and where I'm going is so much better and just in alignment with who I truly am. I'm just so beyond grateful. And right now, I feel very behind on the moving process, because I was in the hospital for a week, and my ex and I lived together until we moved out. I know it's a weird situation. I'm over here like in a relationship. My ex and I live together. It sounds weird, but it's just was what it was. That's the gist of it. And like, when I went in the hospital, my ex moved out when I was in the hospital and kind of left me with all the furniture, which was a blessing in disguise, because I sold most of it and, you know, got to keep the money for it. Luckily, I haven't worked in 3 weeks. Like, this is my one of my first times. This is my second time filming this week. So it's just been a lot. I still have the couch. I'm gonna sleep on the couch tonight because my friend came and got the mattress, which I'm so grateful for. Like, I feel like everything that I've let go of served a purpose in that person's life. Like, every single person who got something from me was so excited to get it, and I feel like it was just meant to be. Like, she said she had been sleeping on like a sofa sleeper for a while, and like she's so happy to have a mattress, and I'm so grateful that she can have that, and that I was able to like let that go and just let everything go in this apartment. For the most part, I'm like letting go of everything, and I'm going down to just like whatever can fit in my little Tesla. Tomorrow, me and Beau are leaving for our road trip, which is super exciting, but I've been stressed all day because I've been cleaning up this apartment and everything. I've never gone through a process where I got rid of pretty much everything. This time I'm not hiring movers and I'm just getting rid of everything, and it's been a different process. Would I do it again? Absolutely fucking not. Like, I never want to move again in my life. I never want to have this many material things in my life ever again. Like, unless I'm just like settled down with kids, I've traveled the world, and I'm like, maybe I'm at a point where I'm like ready to settle down when I'm like 40. But everything happens for a reason, and we are going to kind of get rid of everything that I can, hopefully. Like, look, I have so much acne right now because of how stressed I've been. My hormones are also fucked up from whatever medication they gave me in the hospital and due to the stress. But yeah, I'll show you what I'm working with here, and everything needs to be out by tomorrow morning, so that's fun. Not really, I'm really stressed. So I still have this mail thing. I might keep it, I don't know, I might give it to someone. I haven't even touched up here yet. I didn't realize, like, I got rid of my bar stools, which I used to stand up on everything. I'm gonna have to like move this table over here so I can like clean out this cupboard. I made a sweet potato today. Very low maintenance day for me. I still have like some food items. Hopefully somebody comes and takes these. Otherwise, I don't really have time to take it to donations, so I don't know what's gonna happen with all this. But people have been coming and getting dishes all day. This whole island was like filled to the max and down there. So luckily, like, I've just been giving it away, which feels really nice. Yeah, my garbage is full. I need to take that out. This situation, I need to put that downstairs because I have a lady coming to pick it up. Luckily, security in the lobby is letting us keep it there tomorrow when I move out. I need to figure out how I'm gonna get the tacks off of there. I mean, I guess I could move that and like stand on it, but I'd rather not. I'm gonna have my partner help me. The couch has not been sold. I don't know what to do. I hate to put this thing by the dumpster. I really, really do, but I might just have to do it. But I'm definitely gonna sleep on it tonight. My partner left his air mattress for me in case the couch got sold, but I'm probably gonna end up sleeping on this tonight. I have someone possibly coming in the morning to get it. Luckily, my friend Leslie is going to keep this at her place until I get back. I love this painting. This is something that I would love to keep. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it if I don't stay here, but for now it's going to my friend Leslie. She also is holding my singing bowls for me as well. Shout out to Leslie, thank you so much. Like, helped me so much, honestly. My room is empty, oh my gosh, for the most part. I need to like throw that in the wash. That's like the only light I have in here other than my closet light. This bag, oh my god, there's so much shit in there, and I need to, okay, two things I'm stressed about. I'm stressed about this bag. It also has so many tax documents in it. Like, I haven't done my taxes yet, which is stressful because I'm gonna have to do it myself this year because I normally just like bring it to H&R Block and let them deal with it, but I have so many tax documents. I don't know how many I have. I did not count. But being an entrepreneur, you have a lot of 1099s. And I have one W-2, I think, one or two W-2s from modeling for Universal Studios. So kind of stressed about that because it's March and I haven't done my taxes yet. I'll be doing that while I'm on the road. I have my vision board, which I'm gonna put in my car. That dream catcher I'm putting in my car. I'm going to miss this view. Oh, I'm gonna miss it so much. I loved it. I loved it. I cannot believe I'm moving out. I cannot believe it's been over a year since I've been here. So much shit happened here. Under this is my suitcase. This is a mess. I have to throw all that in the wash, but under this is my suitcase that I'm bringing on the road trip with me. It's pretty much packed for the most part. I need to do laundry too. This is also what I'm stressed about. I meant to get to this today, but I did not, and I'll probably be up for a while doing it. That's my wedding dress. My mom told me to donate it, but I really want to throw it out because it holds energy. You know, everyone has their own beliefs, whatever. I'd rather just throw it out. I know it sounds like a waste. Don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I definitely don't want to keep it in my car. I'm getting rid of it one way or the other. It's probably gonna get thrown out. Don't hate me, but like, it is what it is. And then I just have a shit ton of stuff, honestly. It's not that bad, but like shit just got thrown in here from what I didn't want to deal with at the time of emptying shit out. So it's not that bad, it just looks bad, you know? Like there's not that much here. It just stresses me out a little bit, that's all. So I gotta do that. Gotta throw this in the wash. Gotta organize this bag for the trip. And then this closet, I cleaned out for the most part. It doesn't look like I cleaned it out, but I did. My beautiful bathroom. I love the lights here. I cleaned out the cupboard the other day. I don't really have that much left to do. It just kind of feels like a lot because I've been doing a lot all day. I've been like, go, go, go. I literally had like 4 people here at once, back to back to back, and like asking me 1,001 questions. It was a lot, it was a lot. That's what life has been like. I haven't been able to process what has happened in the last month, and a lot has happened in the last month. Sometimes in life, you really don't have time to process shit. Like you really don't, and you just need to honor where you're at and continue moving forward and then process it later. Like sometimes that's just what it needs to be. Me being in the hospital, like that's a whole other thing, and I don't know if that video is gonna come out before this video or after, but like I literally almost died twice. Like I was in the ICU and I had a near-death experience twice there. So I definitely want to talk about that. It's not that I want to talk about it, but like I got the download to talk about it when I was going through that, so I will. If I wasn't in the hospital, all this shit would have been done by now. So what's interesting is after I was in the hospital, my mom and my grandma actually came down to help me, and they helped me to pack a little bit in my apartment and clean up, and it was actually super helpful because I actually wasn't able to do much. It actually made me really realize how grateful I am for the people in my life, and I do have people surrounding me that support what I'm doing. The whole purpose for my mom to come down, because she was coming down anyways, was to pick up my cat and take care of her, and which she's done before, but it's always so difficult for me. I would say this is probably the hardest part that it's been for me of letting go, because my cat is like my child. So it was really difficult to let her go and have my mom take care of her for a period of time. I mean, of course I know I'll see her again, but it's always so difficult to leave my cat, if that makes sense. But my cat can't travel with me. I mean, I guess she could, but it would be a very big hassle. And she's also disabled, so it's not like I can like put her on a leash and have her walk. Like that wouldn't make sense. That is something that was like super difficult for me to let go of, but I did. I know the value in being able to allow my mom to take care of her for the time being, and to have me be able to have a new sense of freedom where I don't have to worry about taking care of her for now, and I can explore and learn new things about myself as well. Another thing that I had to let go of, and this was like temporarily letting go of, was my car. I actually ended up leaving my car at my friend's house. Honestly, it wasn't too difficult to let go of. This was something that I also manifested through scripting. I mean, I know I'm going back to it. I will be letting go of it eventually because the lease will be up, but that's another thing that I had to leave behind. Like I pretty much left my entire life as I knew it behind so that I could experience travel and going across the country, and we're actually really close to Austin right now. I'm I'm probably going to meet up with a few friends in Sedona as well. So I would never have experienced this if I wasn't able to let go of those things. And I'm saying all of this to hopefully inspire you to really reflect on, is there anything in your life that you may feel that you need to let go of or detach from in order for you to move forward in life? Because there's only so far that you can move forward unless you detach from something or let go of something. There's certain things in life that you cannot bring with you to the next chapter, whether that be a relationship, a job, a person. Let's say you want to have your own business. There is a point in time where you're going to need to let go of that 9-to-5 job. And there was a point in time where I was working a 9-to-5 job and I was also working 3 jobs at the same time while doing YouTube. And I knew that in order for me to go full-time with YouTube, I had to let go of those jobs, which was really scary because it did represent a sense of security for me as well. And I was scared. I was like, what if I'm not able to make this work, right? And I have to go back to a 9-to-5 job. That was a fear that really came up. And luckily that never happened. And I feel like a lot of the times we'll have fears that come up that feel realistic in the moment because those things are all we've ever known. But in reality, when you let go of something, it energetically makes space for something new to grow. And when I was able to let go of my previous jobs, I was then able to have the energy to put into my passion, to put into YouTube. And energy is the currency of everything. When I was actually able to put my energy into what I loved, I was then able to make it a full-time thing. And I would have never been able to do that unless I let go of the 3 jobs that were holding me back, that was draining my energy. And this goes for anything in life. If there's anything that's draining your energy, it's most likely blocking you from something that you desire as well. So this is something to really reflect on and feel into, is what in my life is draining my energy, or what do I need to let go of in order to move forward and in order to make my dream life a reality. I wanted to also give a little update of what I'm doing. We left the state of Florida a few days ago. All right, apartment is clean. Do a little walk through real quick. I gotta go. Oh, that beautiful view. I'm gonna miss it. And time for the road trip. Peace. We explored the Panhandle a little bit. We sat on the beach at Grayton Beach, and we also went to Destin, and we kind of drove through Alabama and Mississippi and went to Louisiana. We ended up going to New Orleans at night, and it was a really fun time. We went off-roading yesterday. Today we woke up in a beautiful campsite. There's an app called iOverlander, and it's filled with so many campsites, and this campsite was actually free, which is completely wild to me. It's probably the best campsite we've stayed in thus far. I absolutely love it. I love being able to wake up in nature and just feel so peaceful. I've probably gotten the best quality sleep I've gotten so far in the last few weeks. But I'm super excited to explore new places, and we're going to be hitting Austin, Sedona, and then we're going to loop back around with a few of the states north of Arizona and Texas, which would be Utah, Colorado, and I'm super excited for that as well. I wanted to make this video because I personally would have never been able to experience what I'm experiencing now if I wasn't able to let go of the attachments, let go of the old stories, let go of the old patterns, and I'm hoping that this video really inspires you to take a look and reflect at whatever it is that's going on in your life where it's holding you back from what you truly desire. And really all it is a choice. It seems hard in the moment to make those big decisions, but once you do it, it's actually so freeing, and it presents you with a completely different realm of reality, and in a sense it helps you to quantum leap as well, because it completely shifts your reality as you know it and the timeline that you're on. Really, at the end of the day, the only thing that you really have in life is yourself and your soul. Your body's not going to be here in, let's say, 80 years, who knows. The material things that you hold in this life, they're not as important as you think they are. The only importance of it is the story that's attached to those things. And when you die, you don't bring those things with you. What's important to me and what I value is to experience new things that I haven't been able to experience before, and embrace the present moment as it is, and not be chasing after material things so much as well, because for the longest time I thought that success meant having nice things, and it really doesn't. What success actually means is how you feel and how you're able to show up for yourself and also for others as well. The material things are only a reflection of the energy that you're carrying, and when you put so much energy towards it, it almost makes it resistant as well. When you get it, it's kind of like, oh, that's nice, and it is what it is. But I think that embracing the present moment rather than focusing so much on what you don't have is so much more valuable, so much more important, and so much more exciting and fulfilling as well. Letting go of everything wasn't necessarily easy, but it was super necessary in my growth and expansion. I really encourage you to leave a comment down below of what is it that you feel you need to let go of in order to live the life that you truly desire. So I'm actually going to be vlogging this whole trip, and I'm super excited to share it with you. Thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!